Alright, night peeps, night. I know I'm late. Now it's what time? 1:24 a.m. Yeah. I come to talk about an incident. I ain't gonna be long. First, yeah. First, it's your boy Jermaine. But long time in a company media because you know me busy. Been working 7 days a week. Sometimes 14 hours per day. You understand? 6 days a week. But right where I'm parking now on the complex in Nashville on the 16th, around the 16th of December. Yeah, I was sitting in the car right where I am right now, and I was watching some stuff on YouTube, and I was on a call with one of my cousin when the lady in a SUV and a man, an African man. The accent sound like he's from Nigeria. The man walk up to my door and he go like this on my glass. Remember, it's cold and just came from work, went to Walmart, buy some stuff, and decided to hang out in the car, looking on the vehicle that passed in on the main road on Murfreesboro Pike and looking at the dogs playing on the playfield with their owner. So while sitting in the car, this man, an African man, same skin color, you understand? I've traveled to so many countries across the world and I've never experienced this. It's the same thing I said to the police yesterday. But however, this man came up to the door, my bad, and he knocked the window. So I barely rolled down the window and I said, "How may I help you, sir?" And he said to me, "Who am I?" So I said, "Who are you? Because you came up to my window and you knocking my door and asking me who am I. So who are you?" So he said to me, "The lady in the SUV that parked over there wants to know who I am." So I was like, "Who the hell is you and who is that lady?" So he was like, "If I live here." I said, "Sir, are you the police? Are you the security guard? Move away from my car." So you hear this deep Nigerian accent and he's still standing looking at me. And that was on the 16th of December. And he walked over to the lady car, the SUV, and he walked behind my car. So I rolled my window back down again and I said to him, "Hey, get away from my car and please to leave the hell alone." And this guy, I said to him, "You know something? If you have a problem, I'm sitting here, call the police." They call the police. They call Metro Police, Nashville Metro Police. So when the police came, I was about to drive out. So the police came like now, and I'm about to drive out because I already put the vehicle in drive, and the police slowed down. The police went around the complex. So when the police went around, I went behind the police officer. When I went behind the police officer realized that I'm parking the car and I'm gonna alight from the vehicle, take all the stuff out of the car, go in the house. So the police officer took up his phone like he was on his cell phone, but he was just watching to see what I was doing. I went in the house and the police officer then left. Now, we are in New Year 2026, January. You understand? Yesterday again, the same people called the police on me again. And these are black people, African, I'm telling you about. So I tell him I don't trust black people. God forbid I'm black. But yeah, I went down to the police headquarters and I tell the officers down there. I call 911, I tell them the same thing. These are maybe Nigerian, they sound like Nigerians. So yesterday I came from work again. No, I didn't work yesterday, my bad. I came from work around 2:30 a.m. in the morning. That would be Sunday morning. So Sunday afternoon, I went to Walmart, and I went to Kroger, and I went to another market. So I stopped at the same spot. When I stop at the same spot now, where I am parking right now, because I just came from work, now it's 1:29 a.m. Then I'm sitting in the car. Here comes two police vehicle. The second police vehicle shined the light in my car. So I put up my hands like this. And the police officer, both of them went around, come back around. When they came around, I noticed they coming at me. So I opened my door and I came out. So I meet the police officer halfway. And I said to him, how may I help you? And he said to me, good night, how you doing? Good afternoon, how you doing? I said to him, I'm doing great. So remember, I had on my work uniform and I had on my badge, my airport badge. So he realized that, oh, this guy is a hardworking person. He works on a federal property. So they had their guns, they had their hands on their guns, but they being nice to me, very nice. So I was like, officer, I know who called you. The lady, this African lady and this guy, they're the one that call you. And the police start to be nice and smiling and everything. So I tell the police, listen, this is harassment and this is racism from a black person to me, not a white person, a black person. I've worked on the cruise ship for 6 years and I've never been, and I never feel like I'm in a hostile environment, or I never feel like I've been like racial profile, or I never feel uncomfortable. And now you're telling me that I'm here in Tennessee, where I've been here from 2019 in Tennessee. I've never come across any person like showed me any form of racism. And this black woman and this black guy from Africa calling the police on me twice. When I sit in my car doing my own shit, as the police officer said to me, you just sit in your car, you're minding your own business. Why they call the police on you? I'm gonna go and tell them to leave, to mind their own business. You understand? So I see why some of these black people in America cannot be trusted. You understand? That's why the Bible tells you, dare not trust your own, the arms of flesh will fail you. Because this woman wants to know who I am, and this African man, and they don't know how to come and have a conversation and say, hey, how you doing? My name is John, or my name is Patricia. What's your name? Oh, yeah, I'm Jermaine. They don't know how to do that. What they did, they call the police. And that's why I tell the police at the police headquarters last night, I say, listen, this is the reason we have a deadly confrontation in America. Because when people call police for some unnecessary things, some things that is not important, and the police do not know who the person is who they're going to face. And a lot of people don't like police officers, and it turned out another way around. And the officer says it's true. I said to the police at the station, listen, I'm in my car, minding my own business, and this lady wants to know who am I? Like she's a police officer, she's a security guard, or she's ICE. And that is unacceptable. And they have the same skin color like me. You understand? And I need to take this matter further in the court of law. You understand? So I spoke to some lawyers and everything. You understand? Waiting to press some charges against these people, because this is not only harassment, this is racism from a black person. And also they let me feel uncomfortable, you understand, knowing the fact that they are black. I never seen anything like this. You from another country, you came to the US, and then the gentleman was lying. He's saying that the lady works in the office. No, she don't work in the office. You understand what I'm saying? 2 white women work in the office. She's a black woman. So I'm just saying to you guys out there, be careful of these people. Be careful, because they can call the police on you and it can turn out differently. Because if I was a person that was a bad person and do not respect law enforcers, with these officers approaching me, it could have been different. I tell them at the station, and I told Mr. Smith and the other officer, and they said, yes, it's true. They admit that they're going to tell this lady, listen, to mind her own business, leave other person's business and mind her own business, because I'm sitting in my car on my phone and you are asking who am I, and then you are calling police on me for no reason. You understand? Just be careful out there. Be careful, because you cannot trust people nowadays. People are evil. You understand? So I just want to put it out there. And yeah, watch your neighbor because they are watching you. You understand? And do not take the law in your own hands. If something happened, report it to the police. Because in December, if I had called the police and reported this matter, action would have been taken and maybe they would be in trouble. But I didn't report it to the police because I wasn't care, because I'm on my phone and these people watching me. So I wasn't care. You understand? I'm chatting on my phone with my people and these people want to know who am I? Who am I? So you just got to be careful out there. You understand? Yeah. So I just came from work. Now it's 1:35 p.m. Yeah. I mean 1:35 a.m. Yeah. So let me see what's the time. That day when I came, I think on the 16th of December, it was around, if I'm living here, yeah, I live here in the US, yeah. So on the 16th of December, how do we get what? Yeah, on the 16th of December, I think when the police came, it was around about 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. Yesterday when the police came, it was around 4:51 p.m. because at around 4:30 the place was dark. You understand? Yeah, the night came down very early, so it was dark. But the two police officers, they were professional, and I don't know because I work on federal property, and they see me with my badge. They were nice, very nice. Two white officers, very nice. You understand? And yeah, they handled the situation good, and I still felt mad. So I took this from them and I went down to the police headquarters. I took it from them and I go to the police headquarters. And the police officers at the police headquarters, they were nice as well. And yeah, they handled the situation good. So now I'm going to pursue some legal action against these people. I'm going to take some legal actions against these people. You understand? Because when you see people out there minding their own business, you're supposed to leave them alone. If a person is not committing any crime, you don't need to call the police. The police is there to respond to emergency cases. You understand? Like accident, domestic dispute, shooting, robberies. You understand? Emergency cases. Police are there to respond to emergency cases. Not for you to call the police. You see someone sitting in their car calling the cops. No. The cops have better things to take care of. You think the police like when you call him for foolishness? You think the police want to know that he or she's at the station and you calling 911? Oh, Mr. Brown sitting in his car. But also I blame the police because the police should have asked, what is the person doing? You understand? So I give some of the blame to the police. I tell them at the police headquarters too. You understand? But the people that call the police and me, yeah, I'm going to take them to court. I'm going to take them to court and they won't call the police on somebody else. Because that's how you have deadly encounter where persons may not be here today. So if I wasn't a law-abiding person and comply with law enforcers, it could have been different. You understand? And as I stated, the police officer, they were cool. Both of them, good guys. So, big up on yourself. I'm out. Yeah, peace, peace, peace.